Peggy, let's move on. The business about arresting Donald Trump. They have tried to nail him, as we said last week, re the January 6th protest. They tried to nail him on his tax returns. They tried to nail him on allegedly being in possession of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, and now allegedly hush money to a former porn star, Stormy Daniels. Peggy, where do you think things are at this stage?
Well, it's been quite a roller coaster ride. You know, we heard the leaks coming out, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear from the grand jury for a few days. They took a few days of recess and they met again today. But there's ongoing conversation that perhaps there's some internal disagreement as to whether or not these charges should even be brought. And, you know, the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, is caught between two sides. One side is actually the law, which basically tells him he doesn't have a case. And on the other side is all the progressives who are holding him to his campaign promise, which was to go after Donald Trump at any expense. And so he's really stuck between those two things. People on the left and right will argue that there is no case here, but we will see whether he's going to pursue with a failed case or whether he's already made his point by just bringing it.
Well, I want you to check your screens here now, because we're putting up something here. This is, I mean, the porn star was allegedly Stormy Daniels. And this is a letter, you can see there, signed by Stormy Daniels from January 30, 2018, which says, and you can see it if you read it with me, to whom it may concern, over the past few weeks, I've been asked countless times to comment on reports of an alleged sexual relationship I had with Donald Trump many, many, many years ago. The fact of the matter is that each party to the alleged affair denied its existence in 2006, 2011, 2016 and 2017, and now again in 2018. She goes on, I'm not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as has been reported in overseas-owned tabloids. I'm denying this affair because it never happened. I'll have no further comment on this matter. Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at the Stormy Daniels. Thank you. And signed, Stormy Daniels. So, Peggy, what do you make of that? I mean, I understand Stormy Daniels subsequently retracted that statement.
Well, between her and her attorney, we've gotten all sides of the same story. They both have contradicted themselves and each other at different times. And so we're not sure who to believe. But let's say hypothetically it is true. Even if this was all true, it would be basically an illegal business filing is what it comes down to, which should be a misdemeanor in the state of New York. It should never be a felony charge brought at the federal level. And so dismissing that, you have Stormy Daniels, who was actually forced to pay $300,000 in legal fees back to Donald Trump because she lost a case on this very same topic earlier. And her attorney is now serving time in prison, sentenced to 14 years. And so these are not people that we should hang any case on. They can't be believed. They contradict themselves and each other.